Today we're going to be making my emulsified and skin conditioning coffee scrub. Sounds like a lot, but it's a lot easier than you think. Measuring out everything that needs to be melted, which is my emulsifying wax, cetyl alcohol, shea butter. You can just melt these three alone, but I do like to add my oils into it already. I don't know, I feel like this speeds the process up, but it probably actually doesn't. As you can see in the bottom left corner, that is the formula. This scrub is something that you can make for just yourself, and if you are, then you don't necessarily need to add the preservative. But please note, water plus sugar equals mold. So if you can spare a few dollars and buy a preservative, I highly recommend. But if you are selling this body scrub, then it's no questions, you need a preservative. So once I made sure that this was fully melted, everything was incorporated, I do like to split it into two bowls because it cools down faster instead of one big batch and like the center will be all liquidy and stuff. So I just like to speed it up a little bit. Making sure to place a little towel down so that the hot bowl on the cold glass doesn't shatter. I don't know if it will, but I'm just too scared. Once I was done with that, my car got absolutely totaled, but the show must go on. So once I was dealing with the police and everything, my coffee scrub base was at the perfect texture, so I started to weigh out my sugar and coffee mixture, which is just equal parts sugar and coffee grounds. Put it into my big stand mixer, weigh everything out. I pre-mix it with a spatula because I don't want coffee and sugar flying absolutely everywhere. And then I almost forgot to add my preservative. As I was saying, it's very important. So once I weighed it out, added it in, I put my big old mixer together. Yeah, turned it on. The table was a little wobbly, but that's something that I'm still working on. Once I was done, I got my ice cream scoop. I usually like to use a piping bag, but I just wasn't in the mood to wash it, so I used a scoop, scooped them all in. I went for a little more runny because I wanted you guys to get more product this time instead of it being so whipped. And that's my coffee scrub.